What's up, guys? This is Boondocks, and I'm going to be playing another game of FTL, mostly just for fun. This time I'm going to be using a modded ship, and modding FTL is relatively easy. Well, I don't actually know how to mod. I know how to install the modding program to use the mods that other people have made. Let me say that. And the reason it's relatively easy is you need one program. You download very small files and activate them, and it turns on your game. And right now I'm going to be using a ship mod. This is called the Obsidian Cruiser Type B. It actually replaces your NG Cruiser Type B, as you can see here. So I'm going to use the Obsidian Cruiser. It looks kind of cool. The whole idea behind this is it's like the Crystal Crewmen are coming back for revenge or something like that. So you have 2 Crystal Crewmen and 1 NG Crewman. The NG is pretty nice because, you know, you get your extra repairs right off from the start and so on. Plus Crystal Crewmen, they're slightly tanky like the Rockmen and so on. We also have the rock plating and cloaking. That's pretty much where the standard stuff ends. Where this gets really crazy are the weapons, and they start out pretty OP for this particular ship right from the start. As you can see, we have something called the Singularity Projector. It requires 4 power, has a relatively high charge time, does only 1 damage, but when it says high breach chance, it means like 100% breach chance, and it does 60 damage to crew members. So 2 shots of this and you'll kill anybody. In addition to that, it does 4 system damage, so you'll knock out pretty much everything in existence, and that is awesome. In addition to that, we have the Pulse Disruptor. Pulse Disruptor requires 3 power, which is why we have so much reactor power for our weapons right off the start. It fires 3 shots, each doing 1 damage, each piercing 1 shield, and does have a chance of breaching, but it's obviously much lower than your Singularity Projector, and it has a medium recharge time. So this ship has amazing offense. The only downside is, as you can see, we only have 1 engine power and very limited shielding. We do have the cloaking to make up for that, but I have a long history of not cloaking properly. As far as the ship layout goes, it's a little odd and misshapen, but it does have relatively decent areas for venting. Pretty much all your major sections of the ship can get vented out relatively quickly. So let's jump into it. Okay, so every jump consumes fuel. We have vital information necessary for the fleet. Let's jump down to this distress beacon first and then hook on back. Okay, hail them and offer assistance. Rock plating. Yay, free stuff. And we will jump away. Well, more free stuff. It's kind of boring. I kind of want to fight, but it might be a good thing that we didn't, since I am doing this wrong. I want the Engineman back over by the shield because there's a little bit more shit that he might have to run around to and try to repair, and that way he doesn't have to run through this whole section. So I'd rather have my crew spread out as they currently are. So I think I'm probably just going to come over this way immediately and then try to bump around up in that top right area as much as possible before going elsewhere. There's a store. I would like to have gotten to that distress beacon, but oh well. And let's see what they have. They have the crew teleporter, which could be fun, but I'm going to bypass that. The life form scanner, it's not that necessary. In fact, I would rather just pay for the upgrade in my sensors, which will eventually happen. Backup DNA bank doesn't really work, and the reason being, the cloning bay doesn't really work with this ship. I don't know why. I think it's because the ship was probably designed before the expansion came out, the Advanced Edition, and because of that, I'm assuming that the creator didn't foresee that as being something they would have to work around, aka replacing the med bay and having something else copy over it. So this time I'm going to attack their shield or their weapons as soon as possible to try to take out their Artemis missiles. I don't really have to worry about their laser, but those missiles, they're a little bit frightening. Fortunately, I do have the cloaking, so I can avoid relatively easily and then move on from there. I am going to want to get sensors as well as having my singularity projector up, because then fun things can happen as you singularity bomb everybody into oblivion on the enemy ship. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm generally mean-spirited person, but it's fun to breach open their hull and watch them suffocate to death. Yeah, that sounded very mean-spirited, didn't it? Okay, so jump. I know this is such a bad way of playing, but I really want a weapon pre-igniter on the ship, because weapon pre-igniter with singularity projector is broken, extremely broken. So that might be what I try to go for. So for starters here, sadly I'm going to have to just target their engines first and try to take them offline, and then I'll go after the drone bay, because I will be taking some damage from these guys thanks to their general setup, and the fact that they are trying to escape as well makes things rather difficult for me, because I couldn't just attack their drone bay right off the rip to take him offline, because if I didn't take their shield or their engines off, I'd be running into far more serious issues. Okay, so I'm going to attack them in the engines again. I said shields, I meant engines. They'd escape, alert the fleet, and then the fleet would be coming after my happy ass, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to work my way up and around to the exit, and then once we're at the exit, that is when I'm just going to attack them here. First, I'm probably going to take a hit. Anyway, once I get out of the exit and jump away, I'm going to see if there's a shop nearby, aka at the starting area. If there's not, that's when I'll probably upgrade my ship. I mean, in all honesty, I should be already upgrading it, but I'm not. And that might cost me a little bit of damage. I don't really see it costing me too much. Alright, there they go, taking out my stealth. I'll actually send my NG over there now to take care of that. And that gave us hardly anything at all. So send him back. Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to heal this guy up real quick. Right, like so. And he's healed. So back we go. Okay. I would love a weapon pre-igniter. Let me say that again. I would love a weapon pre-igniter. Go down the surface, bring him back, and hope of finding him help. Took 5 hull damage. That's pretty fucking bad. I guess it's better than losing a crew member, since I'm pretty crew light right now. But I would have preferred to get a crew member. It's one of the reasons upgrading like your medbay early is helpful. It can actually make it so that like you heal those people up and so on, and save their happy ass instead of having them die on you or go crazy and destroy your shit. So actually a pretty decent bribe for this early in the game, but I'm pretty good on fuel and I don't need the drone parts. So I am not going to accept your bribe, and instead I am going to attack you and take out your weapons first. Obviously I'm attacking their weapons first because I want to knock out this freaking missile launcher right there. And he still hit me. Awesome. Okay, so it's a slightly better offer, but I'm going to reject it regardless. I feel like I'm probably actually going to like get worse than the initial at this point, to be honest. And we shall see. We shall see. And boom. What should we get? What? Okay, so we did get a shit ton of scrap, so that is definitely helpful. Gonna jump down to the exit real quick and see what inquire about their specialty. Upgrade our reactors. So like, I was watching some people that used to play this way back in the day, namely Vanguard of Valor, and he actually complained about all these like reactor upgrades and stuff. And to me, that they're awesome. That's 15 scrap instead of 20 scrap. It's like discounted reactor upgrade. Why would you not be thrilled about that? I am gonna hop down here. There's no reason not to. Especially if we can get a. Oh no, this is just the mercenaries. Let's fight them. Yeah, let's go for the weapons again. So, if I don't see a store right away on the next area, I am going to upgrade the ship relatively considerably. And then after that, I'll probably make changes as I see fit. But, like, depending on how much I really want to spend at any given time, I'm slightly concerned with buying too much. You know what? I will accept their offer. That was a considerable amount of fuel, coupled with the fact that I actually wasted. I almost want to say like I wasted 2 to jump down here and get that little bit of extra scrap. So I guess I might as well take it and be happy. Okay, so jump next sector. So trying to look. Any way we go, we're gonna have to go through a nebula. I say, well, if we go bottom, we can still avoid the nebula. Huh. I almost want to go to the civilian sector first, so that way I can try to power up a little bit before going through the nebulas, and of course, I jump into a fucking half a nebula right away. I know I said I was going to power up the ship, but I just kind of want to get out of here real quick. Get out of this freaking nebula area. Okay, so this guy doesn't have anything to really kill me, assuming I don't miss. So I'll be able to stealth out of his first attack, and then take out his weapons by the time he comes in for the second attack. And that should keep me pretty damn safe overall. Looks like they probably do have an NG on board though, because they repaired that shit pretty quick. That's fine though, because the next time my weapons recharge, they're as good as dead. And here we go. So, took out that mantis guy, got a shit ton of scrap. I'm gonna jump up that way and then come down here and see what there is to be seen. So this will probably be my last jump before I do other shit. Yeah, you know what? Yay! That was risky. That was definitely risky. And there's the store. Awesome. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. This will determine whether I've been stupid or not. And I was kind of stupid, because there's no weapons that I want. There's no anything that I want as far as the really good power-ups go. I'm tempted almost to get a mantis, but instead I think I am going to get an. Do I want a crewman? There's so many crewmans. Like, it's easy to get crewmen. I don't know what the hell I just said. Let me power up the ship first, and then we'll see what there is to see here. So let's do at least one more power bar there. Oh shit, my ship is like out of oxygen. Well, it would be out of oxygen. It's at 92 because fortunately the screen pauses it. So let's go back to the store now. Shit. All right, I want this up to 3. Put 2 more right there. Let's put 1 point here. Oh, maybe. Okay, so accept. And now we see how much power we need. Gonna need at least 2 more bars. or let's get 3 more bars of power, so that way I can power up my singularity projector if need be, or if I want, rather. And 2 layer of shields, and 54 scrap remaining, and I'm actually going to stick with that. The reason being, I want to see if there's another shop. So, 2 fuel for 4 missiles. No, sadly, no. Okay, so there is another shop. I'm actually going to come up here, down, hop there, up, and over. In case anyone is wondering. No, I'm gonna ignore. I would really like to get a little bit more scrap now that we're so close to this other shop. Like, this is kind of getting depressing. Hopefully I can pick something up here. NG crew down, help the infected. So I got 16 scrap. That's not going to be nearly enough. We'll see what the store has. Okay, store. So they got a Flak Mark 1, Ion Blast Mark 2, which is actually pretty good because if you notice, the charge time is only 4 seconds, so you can permanently keep down a layer of shields with that, no problem. I do like flak weapons as well, though. And stealth weapons. I do not see a weapon pre-igniter, but I will buy this repair arm. Wait, did I just buy the... I didn't want the repair arm. Damn it. I wanted a scrap arm. That was so stupid. Such a waste. Such a waste. Oh, man. I will sell the whole laser. How many does that fire? 3 shots. Low, low. It will do double damage against non-setup rooms, but I would much rather have my pulse disruptor up with my singularity projector, worst case scenario. So yeah, this is definitely not the best, but it could have been worse. I didn't want to get to that stress beacon, but it would have been risky, kind of a waste. Nope, there's another store. Yay. Okay, so I don't feel too horrible knowing that I wouldn't be able to buy weapon pre-igniter. So there's that. I don't feel too horrible about myself. That's good, I guess, right? Right? Okay. Let's put another point here, and a point into that. The reason I want the 2 points into that is I feel like it's about time to switch over to the singularity projector. I like the singularity projector. It's a very, very unique weapon that they put into the game, the designers of this mod. And additionally to just being a unique weapon, no, I'm not going to those fucking giant spiders. You almost always lose somebody with very little gain, in all honesty. So I never do that crap. Well, I could do the Uncharted now. Yeah, let's do the Uncharted now, and then we'll hook down to the bottom. I hate Uncharted Nebulas. They suck. They're boring. You get lost. You can jump into the friggin' ion field horse shit. It's just not fun time. Try to stay hidden or attack the ship. Now, the reason I'm going to try to stay hidden here is because they have that teleporter. And that kind of perturbs me. As much as that was definitely a bitch-ass move, I don't want to deal with the teleporter. I just don't. So, yeah, it kind of scares me a little bit. And they have the Flak Mark 2, which I probably would have actually picked up if I had the money. But I don't. So, I won't. Well, I am going to sell this, though. And I am going to buy a little bit of fuel. By a little bit, I mean like 7. And I'm doing that because I was actually getting kind of low. So, let's try to get to the exit as quick as possible because I hate nebulas. Attempt to follow and help them. Yay! This guy's actually boosted up on shields, which is good because I'd prefer to have him there In the NG, actually more up into this side, where you can easily shoot down both of these directions, as opposed to like having to hook up and around from the shields. It makes sense in my mind. Alright, so we'll jump again. That was a relatively successful jump because getting the extra crewmen is always helpful. Okay, so spot a rebel ship and a nebula ahead and stay off their radar. Try to engage. They have drones, they have a beam weapon and a laser weapon. Let's prepare and chase them. And fleet pursuit doubled for one jump. What the fuck ever. Kiss my ass. Okay, so we got a little bit of extra scrap for nothing. I am going to take one extra jump in through this nebula. I bet there's something cool down there. And let's see what happened. Intruder on board. I'm so glad I came here. So glad. Let's shoot up into this area real quick and vent this off. Let's vent and shut. Come over to Noemi or whatever and use his lockdown ability, or her lockdown ability. I'm not really sure if that's a male or female name. And this should pretty much kill these guys off without too much threat by the time they can try to get through that door. Okay, and they're dead. So I'm going to take this crystal crew, or not my crystal crew, I'm going to take my NG down here. The oxygen is coming back into the room. I just want to repair up my med bay real quick, and then I'll send them out. Alright, so everyone back to your places. And I'll jump. So, we're now at the exit. The exit is out of the nebula, so there could be something here. If your exit is ever in the nebula, there will not be anything there. I am going to attack this slaver scum, because you still have a pretty high chance of getting a slave crew member. And this time, well, this is a slug ship, unfortunately, so it'll actually heal the breaches, but this is a good chance to show off the effect of the singularity projector, namely the visual effect, because it's really cool. When this thing actually fires, I kind of want to try to watch over in the area, so whoom, like creates a black hole. If my targeting thing wasn't there, it would look a lot better, actually. Sorry about that, but I'm lazy and I just wanted it set to auto fire. And this time the slug guy will die and do a crap ton of damage to this human, assuming he doesn't run out. Right, like so. Sadly, the ship can continuously heal up, and that sucks. One of the nice things about the singularity projector is it does 2 damage to targets, or it does 60 damage to targets. And Rockmen have 120 health, so regardless of who you're going up against, it'll take 2 shots from the singularity projector to kill them. And because of that, you know flat out, like, 2 hits with the singularity projector and this guy will be dead. So I'm gonna come up here now just to kill him off. Oh, where are you going? Okay, he's right in here. And dead. And I didn't get a crew member from that, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm going to come down to the Zoltan homeworlds and hook down and around like so. So the Zoltan homeworlds are kind of nice. One of the reasons I like them is the Zoltan quest line is really easy, and when you complete it, you can get a very, very powerful crew member. It's a Zoltan crew member that has max stats and everything, and it seems very desirable to me. So I think one of these weapons actually does fire twice, namely this heavy. So I'm hoping that they're just spaced enough. Yeah, they might be actually spaced enough that I would avoid damage altogether, but I'm not totally sure. Instead, I'm going to breach that real quick, and come down here, and I want to take out their medbay because that'll drag this fight out way too long if they keep this medbay up. And like, this method is obviously a little bit, by a little bit I mean very much slower than the other method of just flat out killing these guys, but I personally like it a little bit more. You know, slowly whittling them down and like sniping them out in the different positions. Plus, it's that more malicious thing that I was talking about before that I actually enjoy because I'm a sick little person, I guess. Yeah, it's a different type of game style, and I can get behind that. Definitely get behind that. It's kind of like the anti-bio beam when you're playing on the slug type A. It's just interesting to me. So chances are he's going to sit in there and try to fix that weapon and die for it. Well, we'll see where he goes. Piloting system. I'm going to just wait for the singularity projector to be up because I don't want to miss and have to go through this shit again. I can easily just dodge out of the next volley from this thing anyway. Like so. Singularity projector is up and dead. And I got 60 scrap because I didn't actually do... Because you don't destroy the ship, you can actually get more scrap from it. Back before the Advanced Edition, the amount of scrap that you would get from, like, say, boarding a ship and killing everybody on board, as opposed to, what is it? What am I looking for here? The amount of stuff that you would get from boarding a ship and killing everybody, as opposed to destroying the ship, was so heavily imbalanced that boarding parties on pretty much anything, if you just got the boarding setup right off the rip, you'd be able to be so overpowered by the end of the game because you'd have so much scrap that you might as well just put the boarding party on everything. Okay, so sadly, right there, my singularity projector did miss, but he fired out of sync, so he wasn't able to get through all my shields to use that pike beam to do any actual damage to me, and now all my shit's back up, and there goes his weapons. So they do have NG crewmen, and it'll be relatively easy for them to repair the breach and all that without taking any damage, aka the oxygen will not go out, but NG crewmen, I'm not too afraid of their ship, let me put it that way. So they'll definitely be able to repair this by the time my next singularity projector goes off, most likely. So I'm going to remove that real quick. Yeah, because they're going to jump out of here and run away. And I'm going to want to kill one of them. Probably this guy. Right, like so. And I'm mostly going to hope that they fire out of sync at this point, because I don't want to worry about... I don't want to take damage, but I just want to kill them off with the next volley. I don't want to have to try to draw them back over here in the weapons and then wait for the weapon recharge. Instead, I just get a kill like so. Oh man, I really want to store. I really want to store. I might actually... I don't know. The jumping through here is a little bit weird. For some reason, I feel like the enemy fleet there got on my ass a little bit quicker than usual. Alright, so they had the Pulsar. Pulsars suck. Namely because if they hit me in almost any of my systems, it's gonna hurt pretty damn bad. This little bastard shoots 3 times, which is enough to do damage to me, and they have the small bombs. Yeah, it'll be really easy for this enemy to do damage, and it's also really easy for that Pulsar to knock out like my weapons in one go, and then I'm pretty much screwed. Fortunately, I took out their weapons, and this ship does not have a heal bay, so hopefully I don't lose my weapons, and instead they just die. That would be awesome. And dead. So I got one. The breach, it's going to be really hard for them to repair in here now. Sadly, I did lose my weapon system. They're going to be able to repair that breach before running out, most likely, which is pretty shitty. Oh, they didn't. Oh man, if I would have been able to put off another attack in here, That would have been amazing. So I really hate pulsars. It's just a engineered way to make battles longer. Sometimes they make them longer. Other times they just totally kill you because you can't defend against pretty much anything that's coming at your face, and that generally sucks. I'm really hoping to be able to kill this guy. Please, pulsar, don't hit me. And it didn't. So, singularity projector right up in here, and dead. Now then, I really need you to stop attacking me. Okay, so pause, jump, and I'm gonna come down here straight over the distress beacon, and then up. I really hope one of these guys is a shop. I'm sitting on a lot of scrap, and I really want that weapon pre-igniter, or possibly the Vulcan. Promise to help. Use your cloaking to disable systems, or NG remotely repair. Okay, so another distress beacon. I'll hop here, up here, over and out. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to get the Zoltan. Most likely. I think it's in the same area. Give them the fuel. Sure, continue. And I got a flak gun Mark 1, which is actually pretty decent. It's obviously not Mark 2, but I actually enjoy them. So let's shoot you over in here real quick, and okay, so that was bad-ish, and let's turn off the singularity projector on the pulse disruptor, and we will go after their weapon system, I guess. Intelligent, let's do a lockdown real quick. Block that out. So this is not the best start, but I should be pretty good overall, in all honesty. So right like that, kill that guy off, and shut all doors. That worked out relatively well. I am a little bit concerned with the amount of health on my pilot. However, I feel secure in the fact that he's a tough little bastard. I'm not sure why I believe he's a tough little bastard, but I'm going to keep telling myself that in the hopes that it's true. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off, back on with the singularity projector. And I will hit them here in the weapons again with it. Well, I'm actually going to turn that off of automatic because that guy might run back up to the shields after he's done repairing. And I don't actually have to worry about the weapons this time. So I can take out piloting or so and be good with it. I love that name too, Vivimort. Actually, because I don't need to worry about the weapons, this is only one. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just straight up attack their health bay. So, I'm pretty sure the singularity projector does not go through Zoltan shields, which is why I first used the pulse disruptor to knock down the Zoltan shield as much as possible before moving on to bigger and better things. And there we go. He is killed. So let's jump over here. I should really spend some of my 400 scrap. Damn. Okay, so 2 Mantis. And we will attack right here. Don't need to worry about this guy. Small bomb, on the other hand, probably. So one of the... Oh, I should have healed up my crew too. Oh well. That's what next time's for, I guess. Alright, dodge out of that real quick. And what happened to my singularity projector? What happened to it? Did I miss? That sucks. Because I'm probably going to get hit by a small bomb now, and if it's in my weapon room, then this is going to be considerably long. Yep, this fight would become long and hard. Just like me. What is happening here with my singularity projector? Why isn't this working? I haven't even seen it say miss. Like, what's going on? Fire. Is it... What? What? I'm not even seeing it fire. It's so weird. That's not good. If my favorite weapon isn't firing at all. Alright, well that fired. Let's try it now, switching back to the singularity projector. I'll cloak out of that real quick. Man, that's not good at all. How are my guys leveling up? My engine needs to get back on the engines, because how long has he been over on doors? It shouldn't have been too long, because I think I just moved him over there in the Zoltan's round board. Alright, there it goes. Now my singularity projector is projecting singularity again, so that's good. Yeah, just leave that mantis in there, because it is going to get totally deoxygenated really fast. Thank you. And hopefully that will kill the NG. And now these mantis, because they're stupid, they will not be able to repair that ever. So I'm just going to attack here in the helm. Then hopefully this guy will try to like run into the helm and repair it. It'll become deoxygenated and then he'll die. Wow, I'm missing. Why am I missing? Maybe I should attack this guy in the freaking engines. Like, damn. Make him quit being able to dodge. You know, honestly, I could attack him in the engines. But the helm should work just as well, to be honest. And there, he's dead. Now what I'm hoping is that this room gets deoxygenated due to the breach, and the 1 second it'll take him to run out, he'll suffocate and die. That did not happen. Oh well, he can't leave that room for fear of death, and he's dead anyway. So, easy day. I'm gonna jump here. I probably should spend my shit. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 for 12. So I'm actually relatively low. I'm going to obviously come down this way because I need to get over and out from the bottom. Let's see if there's a store. There is. Come up here, and after shopping, I will end the episode. So, got my scrap recovery arm, which would be nice, but if I had gotten it earlier. What sector am I in? I'm in sector 5. There's another store. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this little bastard, buy a little bit more scrap, and jump to the next store, and then end the episode. See what we get here. Continue. Drone recovery arm, reverse ion field, which is actually sometimes decent. I'm gonna buy him. The reason I bought him is because I could stick him on the engines, put my NG in the doors, and he counts as power as well. So all in all, seems relatively good. So send him right over here, NG to the doors, and no weapon pre-igniter the whole time. No weapon pre-igniter. Oh well. Until next time, guys. Good luck. Have fun. Peace.